All right, my name is Henry Cho. I'm full-blooded Korean. I was born and raised in Knoxville, Tennessee. So I'm South Korean. The only guy on the planet can do that joke for you. There you go. So I was born and raised in Knoxville. Back then, we were the only Asian people. I think there's like 10 now. But back then, we were it, because I'm old. I grew up in the 60s and 70s. I'm 55. So, yeah. Yeah, people say I don't look, because I'm Korean. That's like 28 white boy. But I know I'm old because I feel old, When a young lady's looking at me, I used to, 20 years ago, hey, she's checking me out. Now it's like, wow, what do I have stuck in my teeth? So we were the only Asian people in Knoxville when I was growing up, so I had no idea I was supposed to be smart. I didn't figure out till my first day of college. People sitting next to me trying to copy my work. They're like, man, you're not smart. I'm like, I'm sorry, I was born here. You can laugh at that. I know what you're thinking. Wait, I was born here. Exactly. I will tell you this. I was the last plane out of Bangor, Maine, right before the big blizzard. Last plane out. I'll tell you this, too. I was the last plane out of New Orleans right before Katrina. And just recently, I was the last plane out of Tampa right before Irma. So just so y'all know, I'm leaving here Thursday. Oh, I got to tell you, so I was at Costco the other day, so I got with a Costco shirt on. I said, hey, man, what do you do here? He said, I work undercover. And I'm like, well, it's Costco. He said, not today. And I said, what do you mean you work undercover? He said, I catch shoplifters. And I started thinking, who shoplifts at Costco? How do you even do that? Don't mind my pallet jack I'm bringing in. I'll be taking all these Huggies. And any cash you have in that drawer. I told him, I said, you have the easiest job here, man. Well, second easiest. Easiest guy then with a highlighter. That's the guy's job. They had a meeting. Should we get a security guard or camera? No, go get Ted and a highlighter. The worst place. So that's here? It was worst place. So I was doing a chicken wire gig. They had chicken wire around stage. Yeah, to keep bottles from hitting you. It didn't stop the liquid. And they had I'll never forget, I was walking in the entrance and you open the door and there was a sign that had rules of the establishment. And rule number 4 was no firearms allowed indoors. That was the 4th rule. Meridian, Mississippi. 1986. They love me. Actually, they did. It was fun. But yeah, that was probably the worst setup. That it? All right, I'm gonna move on. All right, last one. What? Have you ever traveled internationally? Yes, Canada. I've done shows in Canada, Mexico. How old is my oldest son? Did I buy him something to drive? Are you a car salesman? What the heck's that? Yes. How about that? Yes. Are you referencing an old joke of mine? You are? Okay. Well, I didn't set it up, so it won't work. What he's talking about is Oh, so Asian people. I was the only Asian person in Knoxville when I was growing up. I never saw another Asian person. So I had no idea I was supposed to be smart. I didn't figure out till my first day of college. People sitting next to me trying to copy my work. They're like, man, you're not smart. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I was born here. So then later in the show, I would talk about my son Jackson, and I bought him a 2000 F-250 6-speed diesel 4x4. Because I want all my kids to learn how to drive a stick shift. You know what I figured out? Stick shift. He can't text and drive. Diesel, he can't sneak out. It's pretty smart, huh? And I was born here. Learn this from my wife and my mother-in-law. You can say anything about anybody as long as you say, bless their heart. They do it all the time. Look at that ugly baby. Bless his heart. Look how fat that man is, bless his heart. You women are evil, you know that, right? I'll never forget the first time my mother-in-law met my dad. Me and my dad went down to A-Rab, got the car at the house. She walks out and says, hey to me. I swear she looks at my dad and goes, hello, Mr. Cho! My dad's like, what is she doing? I said, well, she thinks she's speaking Korean. He goes, bless her heart. She still yells at him. I got time for plenty of time. You ever do that? You look at your watch and put your arm down and somebody goes, hey man, what time is it? And you always got to look again. That's my mother-in-law. He's Korean. His family came over from South Korea. I've never been to Korea. I've been to Hawaii. That's Hawaii. Some of y'all knew that. Kind of sad. Never been to Hawaii? You get there if you can. I love Hawaii. I love the words, all the vowels in their words. Kind of pali ali ali ali. Kamea mea mea mea. Kapa a a a a a. That's why there's no Hawaiian version of Wheel of Fortune. That always takes a second. I don't know why. But when you go to Hawaii, you start speaking like a local. You do. You pick up their cadence because their words are just beautiful. Waikoloa, Kapalua, Waikiki. I was at the North Shore one time. This lady's looking at this sign. She's going, Pipilini, Pipilini. I said, no, ma'am, that's pipeline. It's a true story. That woman was going, Pepe, Pepele, Pepe, Pepe, Lene, Pepe, Pepele, Pepe, Pepe. My wife and I are just standing there. I swear my wife goes, Henry, don't. I said, I have to. It's like my job. I leaned over and went, pipeline. That woman's husband, he was like, oh. The weirdest thing about having kids is when they start going to school, you end up hanging out with their classmates' parents a lot. Well, my daughter's best friend's little boy's half Vietnamese, and his dad's name is Me. So me and I, oh, I know. Me and I were inspectors at a robotics tournament, and it turned to a bad Asian version of Who's On First. Because the director came up and said, hey, who signed off on this robot? And I said, me. He goes, you? And I said, no. Well, then who? Him. Well, who's he? Me. We can do this all day, buddy. So me found out I was making fun of him. He's a grown man. He's had that name his entire life. No one's ever made fun of him except for me. Me. Yeah. So he called me and said, gets worse. I go, how? He goes, my sister's name is you. I said, you're lying. He goes, I swear. I'm like, wow, how cruel are your parents? We're going to name them me and you and send them to America. That's what we're doing. That'll teach them to talk back. I have plenty of time left, and I have plenty of jokes left before I get out of here. Does anybody have any questions so far? This whole room, y'all just went, what? I do this at all my shows because sometimes after the show, people have a question, and I'm not around, so now it's a good time. Am I a Tennessee fan? Yeah, but I'm a grown-up. So it doesn't really affect my life. Well, you know, Tennessee's the volunteer state. They can't make you live there, so. Yes, back there. Was I on Johnny Carson? I was supposed to be Johnny's last new guy. So I was at NBC about 6 times backstage getting ready. But what happened was he announced his retirement. So everybody and their brother came out of the woodwork to show up. So I'd be sitting there ready to go on. I was in I was in TV Guide that I was going to be on. I'd be standing in there and Bette Midler would walk in. And then Clint Eastwood the next week. And then, but I was Jay's first guy. So that was 1992. I was there. And Mr. Carson was very nice. He apologized. He said I should have waited if I would have waited 3 more weeks, he'd have done it. And he was sorry, and he wrote me. Anybody else? Yes? What do you teach? Reading. Okay. What grade do you teach?
I teach teachers now.
You teach teachers. How to read? Something's wrong. Wow. How long you been teaching teachers? Since when?
This is my first year teaching teachers. I taught kids before.
You taught kids and now you teach teachers. Which is harder?
Depends.
You wear Depends. What? Okay. Aren't you glad you retired? Clap for all these educators. My mom taught special ed for 40 years. Well, no. Well, she had a head start. She raised me. So I was in a show back home recently, and my mom came backstage, and she's never done that in my entire career. So I thought something was wrong. I'm like, hey, Mom, what's up? She goes, you need to thank all the teachers. And I said, okay, like my next interview or something? She goes, no, tonight during the show. I'm like, well, there's like 1,000 people out there, but okay, I'll do it. So I did it. After the show, she's standing there, and she goes, you need to do that every show. And I'm like, for how long? She goes, until I die. So I probably got a couple more years. And I just want you teachers to know I recognized y'all. What do you teach?
Home economics.
Home ec. Rock on! A, you teach home ec. B, you called it home ec. You didn't call it learning
Lifestyle. No, it's home ec. How long have you been teaching home ec?
I've taught 31 years.
31 years of home ec. Yeah. They had home ec. Now, when I was in junior high, the girls took home ec and the guys took single living. And we learned how to sew, we learned how to cook, eggs. And we learned how to do laundry, which is important. We had to learn how to get blood out because we fought every day. So it's a good skill to know. So way to go, home ec. And it's, yeah, that's great.
Thank
You still teach?
I'm retired.
You retired? How long you been retired? Ooh,
About 12 years.
12 years? Okay, so you didn't understand my question, did you? Yeah, see, that's okay. I was going present tense, but you didn't teach English, so. Oh, I'm sorry, English teachers. Language arts. Sorry. Any other real teachers? I'm kidding. Current teach? I'm kidding. You teach right there, sir? Where do you teach? You taught. Okay, what bus did you just get off of? Asian people, are you out there? Clap if you're Asian. Okay. I guess they couldn't understand me or something. What the heck was that? No, like clap if you're Asian. Okay, 5. That's about right. Out of 350, we have 5. That's about my average. There's the research done on audiences, about 5 or 6 of us comedians. It was done just to see who was our audience, and mine is, I'm over 90% white. And like 1% Asian. Because Asian people don't support me, because I was supposed to be a doctor. Or play the cello. And I tell jokes in bars. It's my 37th year doing stand-up, so there was no Asians doing comedy when I started. So younger Asian kids were forbidden to watch me, because God forbid they aren't a doctor. It's crazy. My driver's license says I'm white. Knoxville, Tennessee, 16 years old. There were only 2 boxes. Lady at the end goes, "Well, you ain't black." So I've been documented as white since I was 16. Still says I'm white. Very confusing at the airport. I'm like, dude, there are only 2 boxes. He's like, well, you ain't black. So my daughter got in trouble in school. She said something funny. They were learning about Native Americans, and the teacher let the kids pick their own Native American name. So she asked one boy, "What's your name?" Said, "I'm Running Deer." Asked another boy, "What's your name?" Said, "I'm Roaring Bear." Asked my daughter, said, "What's your name?" She said, "I'm Chick-fil-A." That's just funny, right? Teacher got all upset, sent her to the office, called a parent-teacher conference. Yeah, unfortunately for her, I was home. My wife begged me not to go. My wife's like, "You've never gone, why are you going now?" I go, "'Cause I'm home." She's like, "Don't say anything." I'm like, okay. I didn't get a chance. We walked in, that teacher goes, "So, Mr. Cho, what do you think about that. I said, I think that is hilarious. She goes, don't you have any concerns? I said, yes, ma'am. Did she time it right? That's how we do things in my house. You're going to be funny, you better be really funny. We got home, my daughter's like, Dad, am I in trouble? I said, no, honey, that's hilarious. It's like genius funny. I said, did you think of the last second or did you have it? She goes, I had it. I was going to say it. And I thought, wow, I'm going to get in trouble. What would Dad do? Bam! I said, that's my girl. She said, you do stuff like that growing up? I said, yeah. She goes, what's the best one? I said, all right. 8th grade history teacher was going on 6 weeks maternity leave. We're going to have a substitute for 6 weeks. First day she's there, we're in homeroom. My buddy looks at me and goes, you know the sub starts today. I go, that's right. He goes, well, today, you're our new foreign exchange student. I said, yes, I am. I comb my hair straight down. A girl named Kelly Coleman who made an AFS badge, I put that on. Then I kind of jogged in the room, just like an old Asian guy, you know. I know that's wrong, okay? I saw it on MASH. My dad would kill me if he ever saw me doing that. He'd come running in this room. And my buddy was my interpreter. Yeah, we didn't speak Korean, but we figured she didn't either. And she bought it. She was talking to me like this. A few years ago, I'm doing a show in St. Louis, big theater. I told that story. Woman from the upper deck yelled out, "That was me!" I'm like, Miss Davenport? She goes, yes. I said, how are you? I moved back to Tennessee about 5 years ago, and I met me a fine Southern girl. I got married me a good girl. She's actually from Alabama, so it's a, yeah. So it's a mixed marriage. She's a Bama fan. But anyway, my wife is from Arab, Alabama. And if you've never heard of Arab, there you go. Arab is a town of 5,000 people, 5,000. White people only ever. Except the day we got married. There were 20 Korean people there. I took my whole family to Walmart. We just started walking around. Oh, yeah. People were looking at us. I go, hey, what are you staring at? We just bought this place. We are taking over the Supercenter. And I miss this whole Walmart phenomenon, too. They're everywhere, and they're huge. Let me tell you something about Walmart, all right? These Supercenters, you ever feeling a little depressed about yourself? Maybe you don't look as good as you used to? You go there around midnight. You walk out of there, you're the king of the world. So I learned how to surf since I moved out here. That's pretty cool. I love surfing. Surfing dudes are pretty stupid, though, man. Because I'm just learning. They go, dude, you just like learning? I go, yeah. They go, you should start over the big board. So I'm surfing on my garage door right now. Then they have the nerve to go, dude, what kind of board's that? I go, it's a genie board, man. Hey, don't push that button, I'll flip over. What are you doing? My garage door joke quick. Sharks scare me, though. I'm scared of sharks because I've seen this on TV, man. Sharks will attack a surfer because you look like a seal to a shark catching out your poop. Because you're laying on your board, you got your arms and legs hanging off. From underneath, you look like a seal. So I got a picture of a seal with a red line drawn through it underneath my board. So it's been working so far. But y'all just won't give it up, will you? That's good. The sharks do scare me. I saw a shark scuba dive one time. I never saw one surfing because I would like freak out, but I did freak out when I saw one scuba dive. Because I'm like underwater, I'm like 40 feet under, just kind of screwing around. All of a sudden there's a shark. Man, it's really hard to make yourself look like coral, It's like trying to coax fish to swim through my arm. And my buddies are looking at me like, what's going on? I'm like, but you just can't go, shark! So I'm trying to spell shark in Morse code with my eyes. I'm like, one of my daughter's best friends, little boy, he's half Vietnamese, and his dad's name is Me. So me and I know, me and I were inspectors at a robotics tournament, and it turned to a bad Asian version of Who's On First. Because the director came up and said, hey, who signed off on this robot? And I said, me. He goes, you? And I said, no. Well, then who? Him. Well, who's he? Me. We can do this all day, buddy. So me found out I was making fun of him. He's a grown man. He's had that name his entire life. No one's ever made fun of him except for me. Me. He called me and said, it gets worse. I go, how? He goes, my sister's name is you. I said, you're lying. He goes, I swear. I'm like, well, how cruel are your parents? We're going to name them me and you and send them to America. That's what we're doing. That'll teach him to talk back.
How was the Grand Ole Opry?
How was the Grand Ole Opry? I still can't wrap my head around it, to be honest with you. I mean, so I thought throughout the 97, almost 98 years now of the Grand Ole Opry that there have been thousands and thousands of members, and I'm number 229.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. And there are only 60 active members right now. It's crazy. And I didn't know that I was the first comedian in 50 years to be inducted. So it's, it's pretty crazy that, and I'm Korean, which they knew was never going to happen. So funny. Y'all know Larry Gatlin Brothers? Larry called me after I got invited, and he goes, George, oh, Hank Williams is rolling in his grave. Not because you're comedians, because you're Korean. I said, yeah, he probably is. So the Opry's great people. It's a lot of fun. Ever since I first started doing it, which was good night, 11, 12 years ago, I just tried not to get in the way, so they'd ask me back, and before I got invited to be a member, I'd probably done it 110, 120 times at that point. But, it's a process. It's a great venue, and it's a unique place, and there's a lot of history, and just standing in that circle means a lot to a lot of people. I never stood in it. I never felt like I should stand in it. I'd walk across it, kind of put one foot in it. But now that I'm a member, I don't leave it. I'm kidding. I finally stood in it. First night I was officially a member, I finally stood in it. And all the guys in the band noticed that. Because afterwards they went, man, you finally stopped in the circle. I go, I know, it kind of felt weird. So we've been married 23 years. Clap if you've been married over, there's some old people. You hear that? My bad. Totally clear. Clap over 40 years. Clap, you've been married over 40. Wow. I don't know. All right. Clap over 45. Nice. If you have the energy, clap over 50. Right there, right up front. How long you been married? 53. Back there, that couple. How long y'all been married? 52. 52, 53. Give me 54. He's got 54. Give me 54. 52? Way to go. Anybody beat that or beat 50? Whoa. Who said 57? 57? Wow. years in a row? Wow, anybody beat 57 or want to? 57. Do you have children, sir? Three. Well, how old's the oldest? 58? 57 and a half? How do you stay married 57 years? I mean, were you in the military? Did you travel? You in prison? You did time, didn't you?
A lot of good reasons.
A lot of good reasons. Give me one. Yeah, that's what I thought. I get it, you haven't spoken in 57 years, so. My wife and I were very blessed. We have 3 kids. We have 2 boys and a little girl. A buddy of mine had 4 boys. He finally had a girl. His first thought was hallelujah, so they named her Hallie. Isn't that sweet? So my daughter's name is Vasectomy. Yeah, we call her Snippy, so. Snippy Cho, if you're keeping score. I gotta stop telling that joke, man. Well, she's a little girl when I wrote it, you know, and people see us in public, they walk up to her and go, "Oh, you must be vasectomy." She's just a little girl. She's like, "I guess, I don't know." Now she's a teenager. Just the other day, she's like, "Thanks, Dad. That old man over there just called me vasectomy." I'm like, "Well, it's gonna pay for your car." I'd shut up. My boys' names are Jackson and Grant because we knew they're going to fight. All right, some of y'all know your U.S. history. We thought about Lee and Grant, but Lee's too. So my daughter got in trouble in school. She said something funny. They were learning about Native Americans, and the teacher let the kids pick their own Native American name. So she asked one boy, "What's your name?" Said, "I'm Running Deer." Asked another boy, "What's your name?" Said, "I'm Roaring Bear." Asked my daughter, said, "What's your name?" She said, "I'm Chick-fil-A." That's just funny, right? Teacher got all upset, sent her to the office, called a parent-teacher conference. Yeah, unfortunately for her, I was home. My wife begged me not to go. My wife's like, "You've never gone. Why are you going now?" I go, "Because I'm home." She's like, "Don't say anything." I'm like, "Okay." I didn't get a chance. We walked in. That teacher goes, "So, Mr. Cho, what do you think about that?" I said, "I think that is hilarious." She goes, "Don't you have any concerns?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." Did she time it right? That's how we do things in my house. You're going to be funny, you better be really funny. We got home, my daughter's like, "Dad, am I in trouble?" I said, "No, honey, that's hilarious." It's like genius funny. I said, "Did you think of the last second or did you have it?" She goes, "I had it. I was going to say it." And I thought, wow, I'm going to get in trouble. What would Dad do? Bam. I said, "That's my girl." She said, "You do stuff like that growing up?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "What's the best one?" I said, "All right. 8th grade history teacher was going on 6 weeks maternity leave. We're going to have a substitute for 6 weeks. First day she's there, we're in homeroom. My buddy looks at me and goes, "You know, the sub starts today." I go, "That's right." He goes, "Well, today, you're our new foreign exchange student." I said, "Yes, I am." I comb my hair straight down. A girl named Kelly Coleman who made an AFS badge, I put that on. Then I kind of jogged in the room, just like an old Asian guy, you know. I know that's wrong, okay? I saw it on MASH. My dad would kill me if he ever saw me doing that. He'd come running in this room.
And my buddy was my interpreter. Yeah, we didn't speak Korean, but we figured she didn't either. And she bought it. She was talking to me like this. A few years ago, I'm doing a show in St. Louis, big theater. I told that story. Woman from the upper deck yelled out, "That was me!" I'm like, "Miss Davenport?" She goes, "Yes." I said, "How are you?"
Y'all know who Glenn Campbell was? Okay, Glenn Campbell passed away. God rest his soul. So Glenn and I were doing a show in New Orleans a while back, and he had a touch of a cold. He goes, "Hey man, just put a cough drop in your mouth." That's what I do. I go, "You sing with a cough drop big in there?" He goes, "Yeah, no one can tell." And I go, yeah, you're not that good anymore." But so we were doing a show for the International Poetry Society in New Orleans. So we get in the car to go to the venue, and Glenn gets in and goes, "Hey, Henry, you got your chicken jokes?" And I go, "Excuse me?" He goes, "You going to do some chicken jokes?" And I went, "Oh, no, you know what? They're all yours, man." "Okay," because I got a couple of chicken jokes. I go, "Yeah, do your chicken jokes, man." So I go up and do my bit. Glenn comes out, packed house, thousands of people. He starts telling chicken jokes, and they're just staring at him. And his manager's standing right next to me, and I just start laughing. He goes, "What?" And Glenn looks at me and goes, "What's going on?" I go, "Poetry, not poultry." And his manager goes, "Did you know the whole time?" I went, "Yeah, I sure did." He's like, "Why didn't you tell him?" I go, "Because I'm a pro." Glenn hated me from that day on, man. Those people stared at him like he was the biggest idiot. Afterwards, "You do that?" I go, "Yeah, dude, yeah, I did." It took me twice. No, when you said chicken jokes, it didn't register until you said it again, and I went, "Oh, God, he's an idiot." Yeah, okay. Do your chicken joke.
So I did go to Korea, and I went with my dad. That was weird. Weird. Back home in Knoxville, we're the only Asian people. My dad's the only Asian man I've ever seen in my life before I went to Korea. So back home, I could pick my dad out of any crowd like that. This reversed on me in Korea. We got off the plane, he walked 20 feet away, and I just lost him. I found him like an hour later. "Dad, don't leave me, man. There's like 100 of y'all running around." That's so wrong. I'm sorry. Don Rickles loves that. So I'll tell you what happened last time I was an Arab. Good Lord. I'm pumping gas at the Chevron, no lie. The kids are in my truck, windows down, one guy behind me, one car. I can't believe this guy said this to me. At the clear blue, he starts yelling, "Excuse me, sir. Hey, they're in the truck, sir. Are you engine?" Grant looks at me and goes, "Dad, I think that man's trying to talk to you." I'm like, "I know, boy." He goes, "What's an engine?" I said, "Man, I think he means Indian." "Why is he saying engine?" "Well, because we're an Arab." And my daughter goes, "Tell me your Chick-fil-A." So I've been married 23 years. My wife is awesome. She is gorgeous. She is smarter than I am. She's funnier. Overmarried. Every guy you want overmarried, don't you, fellas? Yeah. You want your buddies walking up going, "Dude." Not dude. It's not good. Oh, I tell you, a few weeks ago, my wife got her identity stolen. Yeah, but the guy's spending less money.
So I'm just going to let it ride. "23 years we've been married. My wife's never said anything instantly stupid I could talk about on stage until last year. I was in a show in Cabo. Had a couple nights off. The people that hired me gave us tickets to go hear this Mexican band. So we're walking down the street to go hear this band, and I looked at the tickets, and there's no name of the band on the tickets. And I said, honey, I wonder who we're going to go see because there's no name on here. And she goes, yeah, there is right there. No cameras. I said, honey, that's no cameras. So I'm running down the street because she's chasing me because I'm texting the kids going, you're not going to believe what your mom just said. We get home a couple nights later, they had Latin music playing. My wife goes, what is that? And they go, no cameras! We have the whole collection of no cameras. So now when we go eat Mexican food, somebody has to order no cameras. She gets so mad. I'll take some no cameras. No, señor. No cameras. ¿Con queso? No. She's so mad. It's one time. I say one thing. Yep. You're lazy. That's lazy writing.
And when you have kids, she'll be able to find everything they can't. I don't know when it happens. I'll never forget this. Jackson, my oldest, was a little boy, and he had a DS, little gamer, right? He left it in my truck. My truck's not dirty. It's not in my truck. So we walk in, I look at my wife, I go, it's not in there. My wife's like, let me go look. I'm like, well, go look. No, she was already outside when I said that. I'm not stupid. She came back in 30 seconds. It's right there. Hands it to Jackson, walks off. He looks at me and goes, how does she do that? I'm like, what? Your mom's a witch. You ever seen your mom float? Witches can't float. Your mom's a witch. He goes, she can find everything except her own cell phone. Are y'all one of those? Yeah, my wife, it's unbelievable how many times I got to ping my wife's phone. I get a text. I'll be 8 states away from her. I get a text from her friend. Can you ping your wife's phone? I'm like, no. My wife's from Arab, Alabama. Y'all just start laughing. If you don't know about Arab, it's usually spelled A-R-A-B. That's Arab, right? Not down there, it's Arab. Because the original name of the town was Arad, but they misspelled it on the water tower. I can't make that up. It's like those guys going, I ain't going to climb back up there. All right, we'll change the name of the town. It's a little bitty town, all white people, all the time, except the day we got married. I had 20 Korean people in Arab. We freaked the whole town out. We were hanging out at the Chevron. Or you go to Arab, see where you hang out. Some guy walked up and said, what are y'all doing here? I said, we may buy this place. You gonna buy the Chevron? No, the town. We are Korean. That's how my mother-in-law talks. He's Korean. His family came over from South Korea. I've never been to Korea. I've been to Hawaii. That's Hawaii. Some of y'all knew that. It's kind of sad. You teach right there, ma'am? What do you teach?
Everything.
Everything. Do you teach school? It's kind of what we're going for. So what do you teach besides everything? Do you teach at a school?
No.
No. Then why did you clap? Are you Asian? You're like 3 minutes behind here? Are you a retired teacher? Okay, well, you shouldn't have clapped then either. Any real teachers in the crowd? I'm kidding. How long did you teach, man?
35 years.
35 years, and you taught everything. You taught everything. So elementary school?
Elementary and high school.
And high school, and you taught everything.
Yes.
You really? Physics?
Yes.
Yes? Chemistry?
Yes.
Spanish?
No.
No? I knew I'd get you eventually. English as a second language. Do you know Alex? I love that bit. It's so funny. Any other teachers like really teaching now? Oh, right there. You teach? What do you teach, sir?
Emergency medicine
Emergency medicine. Wow. And where do you do that?
for the Memphis Fire Department.
Oh, the fire department. Good for you. How long have you been teaching emergency medicine? Whew. Whew. Yeah. God forbid you keep up.
Yeah.
5 years. Okay. You made it sound like 100. I'm just, your woo was like 100. Woo! It wasn't 5. I mean, that's just 5 more than this guy. So emergency medicine. So what you teach tourniquets?
Tourniquets.
Tourniquets, IVs, so anything that has to do with emergency, you teach. So just normal stuff you don't deal with.
Probably not.
Nah. So like your neighbor comes over and goes, hey man, I just cut myself. You go, nah, it's not an emergency. I've only been doing this 5 years. I don't know.
My wife and I, we're very blessed. We have 3 kids. We have 2 boys and a little girl. Buddy of mine had 4 boys. He finally had a girl. His first thought was hallelujah. So they named her Hallie. That's sweet. So my daughter's name is Vasectomy. Yeah, we call her Snippy. So, Snippy Cho. Oh, I gotta stop telling that joke, man. Well, she's little when I wrote it, you know. People see us in public, they'd recognize me, they'd go up to her and go, you must be Vasectomy. And she's like, I guess, I don't know. Now she's a teenager. Just the other day, she goes, thanks, Dad, that old man over there just called me Vasectomy. I'm like, well, it's gonna pay for your car, I'd shut up. My boys' names are Jackson and Grant, because we knew they're going to fight. All right, no U.S. history jokes. We thought about Lee and Grant, but Lee's too Korean. That's redundant right there. What's your name? Lee Cho. Oh, yes, you are. At least y'all can talk, though, because guys, we think we're cool. Every guy in this room, we all think we're smooth talkers. Sorry, fellas, we're all big loser geeks. We cannot talk to a woman without a drink in her hand. We have to have something to drink. That way, when we take a sip, it cues her to answer our questions. Watch each other. We always walk up to women and go, so, what's your name? Oh, really? Where are you from? See, they know. They're laughing. Now, learn that in college. Clap again if you're in school. Who's in college? Clap again. I saw some college people. Clap again. College. Keep clapping. Yeah. You go to school right there? Where do you go to school, ma'am? I said, ma'am. Is that not the right thing to say? It's comedy right there. See that right there? You go to school too? Yeah? No? Young lady back there, where do you go to school, ma'am? Right there? Where do you go to school? I saw some ladies clapping. Where do you go to school? Where? Evergreen. Is that here? It's online. Oh, community college. Online. You have a chat room? What is that? What do you study? Cybersecurity. Online class. And I thought you were making up your job. I stand corrected. So how long you been online? A year. So how much community? 2 years? Did I stutter? Come on. It's community college, so a 2-year program? 4. Have you paid for this? I'm totally kidding. I'm sure you're going to be great at it. So what's your name? I'm kidding. That's a joke. Seriously. Seriously, what's your name, really? I'm running out, babe. What's your name? What's your name? Doug. So where are you from?
What started you in comedy?
What started me? Alex finished and introduced me. I was in college, and my buddies asked me what I really wanted to do, and I said, I think I'm going to try stand-up comedy, and they're like, you're not funny. I go, I know, but I think I can do it. So I entered a competition out of the Clear Blue, and there's a Monday night, and they're going to have 12 comedians, and I was the 13th one to sign up. So they said if somebody falls out, we'll call you. So somebody dropped out, and I still don't know who that is, but I owe them a couple bucks. So I went down there, and I thought it was 12 guys like me, and it was 11 comedians and me. So I told my buddies I'm going to go up and just never do this again, but I'm going to just do it since we're here. And I destroyed. I won. That was a Monday. So I got hired. I started working on Wednesday, and then I dropped out of college on Friday. And that was 37 years ago. And to my Asian friends, sorry I dropped out of college, but I was born here. Anybody else? Other questions?
What did you originally go to school for?
What did I go to school for? Pre-med, engineering, accounting, marketing, advertising. Had a bad advisor. Kept wanting me to go to class. Now, college was too easy. Good night. I mean, I never studied. That's why I didn't know what a curve was till I got in college, because my high school didn't do it. And the very first calculus test I ever took, I was arguing with the teacher because he said I missed a question, and I argued because I made a 92, and I said, no way, dude, I've never made anything lower than a 97 in my life. You're wrong. He goes, Henry, I'm going to curve it. You're going to have 100. I went, what? He goes, a curve. So whoever makes the highest grade, if it's below 100, I just move everybody up. So I never cracked a book the rest of my career. And I didn't. I would take a test, not even study, make an 80. I mean, come on, I'm Asian. How did I tell my parents I was going to be a comedian? Yeah, that's a different story. So my parents immigrated here 70 years ago. Yes, and my dad is a brilliant scientist. You know, he splits atoms, and then, you know, it skips a generation. And so my kids are really smart. Yeah, my mom was fine with that. She knew, you know, heck, I was born here. What are you going to do? But my dad, yeah, he didn't understand what a comedian was. So it took him he didn't speak to me for 18 months after I dropped out of college. And then he saw me on TV, and he went, whoa. And that was it.
My tips for an aspiring comedian: write your own stuff, make sure it's yours, and go on stage and try it. You never know. You can be the funniest guy around your friends or your family, but that doesn't mean anything. You got to get up and try it. And it's the only art form that there's open mics everywhere. And you just go up and try it. I mean, that's how every guy you see that's worth anything, that's how they did it. They just went up and did it. So just write your stuff. And me, I'm clean. So I suggest you be clean, because if you're a clean comedian, you can work anywhere.
So the other day, my wife and vasectomy were going to a wedding shower, and they were running late. Shocker. So I'm just kind of hanging out, and my wife comes in and goes, "Hey, Henry, present. Here's a gift, and here's the wrapping paper. Do me a favor and wrap it." I said, "Okay, no problem." So I picked up the wrapping paper, and it was clear. It said clear, transparent. The tube was gray, so it looked gray, but it's clear. So I just wrapped it. She came out and goes, "What is that?" I go, "I did exactly what you do." "You want to text it to me? I'll tell you." She goes, "But that's clear." I go, "That's what you bought." She goes, "No, it's not." I said, "It says clear, transparent." She goes, "That's false advertising." It says it clear, transparent. That's not false. They can't get away with that. Well, apparently they did. I don't know why you spent $20 on this. We have saran wrap laying right there. And she's like, "What do I do?" I go, "I don't know. Take it like that. It'll be funny." She came back later. "Wasn't funny?" I said, "Well, maybe I should have taken it. I'm a pro." So now here's I told her, I said, "Okay, here's the deal. Since we used it and we can't take it back, the next 5 gifts you have to wrap has to come from that roll." She's like, "I'm not doing it." I go, "I'll do it. Because we have some other weddings coming up. And you're going to be the clear wrapping paper girl." She goes, "Why are you making me do this?" I go, "Because it's funny." No one's gladder than I am that I'm touring again. You know, I was shut down for 1.5 years. Yeah, that was tough. Because I've toured my entire marriage. And then I was home for 1.5 years. I love my family, but not every day. I don't know how y'all do it. After 3 days, my wife was like, "You got to get out of here." So I did. I moved to the basement and made my kids bring me room service. There's another pandemic. I'm getting it. I don't care. So anyway, no, I'm back touring again. It's great. And I'm a lucky traveler. I figured this out years ago. I was the last plane out of Bangor, Maine, right before that big blizzard. Last plane out. Before that, I was the last plane out of New Orleans, right before Katrina. More recently, last plane out of Tampa, right before Irma. So just so y'all know, I'm leaving here tomorrow. I'd head out during the daylight. So yeah, I was in Cashiers where they play croquet in whites. Cashiers? Sorry. Oh, look, you're wearing white. So I was watching a croquet match today. Well, not really watching, okay? I was eating lunch. And then people past us were playing croquet. And a couple old guys got in a little argument, which I didn't know could happen in a croquet match. And I'm sitting there just looking at it going, I don't get this. And my buddy's like, well, what don't you get? I go, well, I get it. It's not for me. He goes, what? I go, I'm not white. And I don't own white. So I don't know why you would even play this game. He goes, you never played? I go, yeah, when I was 9. But they're 90. And they're arguing about it. So anyway, saw croquet. Okay. Cashiers, you spank your boys? No? Have you ever? No? All right, bring them by here. I'll pop them for you. I'll make a house call if you want. I'm going to snap. You'll read about me. You know what happened to Henry Cho? He got arrested. He spanked 25 kids in Walmart. Clap if you got spanked growing up. I want to see who got spanked. Anybody get spanked? Yeah? Everybody okay? Yeah. Pop your kids. We protect them too much. I'm guilty too. 3 times. Guilty. Car seats I'll give you, 100%. But like bicycle helmets, come on, man. Bobby can't ride a bike, that's Bobby's fault. Clap if you never wore a helmet. Who never wore a helmet out there? Yeah. Everybody okay? Yeah, see, Bobby ain't here because Bobby ain't supposed to be here. That is nature's way. That's why we have so many stupid people walking around. They're all wearing helmets. We have no way to thin the herd. I know you didn't want to laugh at that. That's a joke, people. Chill. I don't wish any harm on any child unless he can't ride a bike. That's a joke. Just, gosh, pop your kids. When you're home tonight, just wake them up and pop them. And they'll go, what was that? So Mr. Cho said to pop ya. Merry Christmas. I have to be honest with you, though. I've never spanked my daughter. Never have. If she did something wrong, I just spanked one of the boys. They're like, what was that? Yeah, you should have.
Only advice I want to give you, people say never go to bed angry. Have you heard that? Yeah, they say never go to bed mad. But I'm telling you, sometimes you just got to sleep. Next day, my wife's still mad, but I'm rested to handle the day. If my wife would figure out that I don't care about 95% of the stuff she cares about, our lives would be so much smoother. The other day, I was watching a ball game. She walks in, she grabs the remote, she pauses the DVR. She goes, hey, Henry, you like these curtains? I said, yes. Well, what do you like about them? No. One of those makes you leave, right? I don't care. You got married, so work at it, okay? Fight for it. It's not easy. 53 will tell you, 52, 57 will tell you it's work. Marriage is like a job. You clock in, and you never get to clock out. There are no vacation days. There's no workers' comp. Your boss stays the same. Now, you can get a new boss, but that'll cost you.